Hi, everyone. I'm Olympian Carrie Tollefson, and welcome to the C Tolle Run podcast. Today on the show, we have three-time U.S. champ over 5K and 6K distances, and she's also a three-time winner of the Abbott Dash to the Finish Line 5K presented by New York Roadrunners. This is Annie Rodenfels, and in this episode, we're going to discuss running with confidence, the pressure of being a defending champion, switching coaches and making moves in life, finding what makes you happy, and so much more. So let's get after it. All right, Annie, three times. You did it. You did it for the third year in a row. I can't wait to hear about it. But what are you feeling now after coming back from the Dash to the Finish Line 5K?
Yeah, exhausted. I'm so tired. So it's such a big weekend and there's so emotions and nervousness and then it happens, but then, you're like super excited and you're in New York for another like day and a half and I did a lot of walking and watching the marathon. So now I'm back and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like that was a lot.
Now I can breathe. I mean, I often come back home from there thinking, I don't know how people live in the city. Like, I like open space, I like rural roads, and I love the city, but I am too exhausted from it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like the city. I don't know if I could live in New York. It's a lot, but it's
Yeah.
so fun like being there for the weekend. So
Well, you clearly crush it there. I mean, this is the thing when we were getting ready to chat. When I was calling your race this weekend, it was so fun because you were in the race the entire time and we've been talking about you being two-time defending champion and sort of doing this the same build up the last few years of where you go to Boston and run the 10K and then you go to New York and run the 5K. But my mind kept going to the spot of the pressure that this race really doesn't have anything besides a really cool thing to put on your resume and some good prize money. But it's not like you're making a world team after it. You're not this year, weren't winning a USA national championship. It was just a race. But when you're a two-time defending champion and you have Wayne Colati, who's the American record holder in it, then you have Ellie St. Pierre coming back from her second baby. She's a world indoor champion. She's an American record holder. You have Parker Valby, the next biggest thing coming up, right? Like you have all of these. You have Alicia Munson there. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And you were the person to beat. Like, what does that pressure feel like? And did you feel it this year?
Um, no, I mean, I wanted to win and I was nervous about that, but to be honest, I didn't think I was going to win because of that field. I mean, I'm never going to count myself out, but yeah, I told my parents like beforehand, I sometimes tell them like what to expect and I was like, "Ah, I don't know, could get second or third, could get 6th or 7th." Like there's just a really big question mark over everyone's names at this point in the
Mhm.
season. Um, and I was expecting a lot of those names to maybe be in really good shape because some of them had been coming off of injury or pregnancy or whatever, and so maybe hadn't taken a break. Like, I just don't know where they are, like,
Yeah.
Wayne's always good and sharp, but, like, I knew she had probably taken a break pretty recently, like myself. Um, so, yeah, no, I mean, I wanna do well because I wanna do well and I like to beat people, but I kind of felt like there was nothing to lose, ironically, because it was just such a good field. So,
That's
yeah.
that's pretty good because I mean, I haven't raced in a long time, but when you hold that title of being two-time defending, it wasn't even just like defending. It's two-time, like, you have done so well there. Talk a little bit about coming into the race. So the race, there were so many different types of athletes. You have a Wayne Colati who's so good over the half marathon distance and running really kind of long races, the 10K, the 5K. But then you also have an Ellie St. Pierre who is so good over the mile and the 1500. Well, how did you kind of prep yourself to be able to win this race? I mean, what was the strategy? What was the mindset going in?
Yeah, I don't really feel like we had a strong strategy. I think something that Julie has really kind of bolstered with me is that I have pretty good racing intuition, especially on the roads. And so, we'll talk beforehand and I'll say, well, I could see this happening, kind of agree upon like if this happens, maybe what should we do here? But we kind of just came to the conclusion there couldn't really be a race plan. Um, she said, "If I wasn't here and you were coaching yourself again, like what do you think you would do in this race?" And I gave it to her and she was like, "Yeah, I mean, okay." Like I was like, "There's not really anything I can plan to do because I just have no idea what
Yeah.
anyone is gonna do." So there wasn't really a set plan. I think that I was just banking on the fact that the only other person who knew the course was Wayne. Um, and I've seen her run it. This will be my 4th time racing it against her, so I've seen her run it several times before, and I've raced her in other races, so I was hoping to kind of keep that in my back pocket, just knowing that it's a little bit of a downhill at the beginning and then, kind of all uphill and then small downhill after the mile or with a K to go, so kind of wanted to use that to my advantage and that knowledge just because I knew a lot of them don't run the roads at all and definitely haven't
Yeah.
ran this race before, so.
That last little bit of that race. So when you come back into Central Park, you guys are kind of weaving. I think you have like about 1,200 meters or so once you get in there. And with 200 meters to go, it's kind of like, oh, you can see this hill. And it's not a huge hill, but it is a hard hill. And
Mhm.
the finish line is just at the top of it. So how did you plan that and time that kick? Because I will have to say, I was thankful that I've seen you run this race, and I've called this race the last few years, but you were sort of a 2, 3 steps off of the pack when you entered the park, and we
Mhm.
were talking about the top 3 that were duking it out, and I'm like, "But don't forget about Annie Rodenfels, like, she's won here before, and she's got such a killer kick." So how did you handle that last 200 meters? And I think the big thing is some younger athletes that maybe are listening to you, how do you stay calm and confident into with 200 meters to go when you have those big time kickers up front and you still had space to run and to hopefully run them down?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of anticipating maybe feeling shitty at some point.
Mhm.
And so I feel like that's kind of why I let them get a little ahead of me, kind of just tried to stay in contact. I made that my goal from the beginning was even if people went out really fast, I needed to stay in contact to give myself that chance at the end. Um, I don't know if it was really a thought. I just kind of felt like it was the right time to go. Like going up, I was like, well, like, okay, I was like at 600, I was like, "Okay, should I like start kicking down?" I was like, "No, too close." 400, I was like, "Ah, it just doesn't feel right." And then 200, I was like, "I'm literally so close to them, but I don't think they know I'm there. Like it's uphill. I've been at altitude, I've been running hills, like, just hoping to make a enough time to pass them decisively, but not enough time for them to super react and come with me, and it just felt
Ooh.
right. That's why I went, yeah, and I just was thought, if someone reacts and comes back to this and, like, beats me, that's fine, like, at least I, like,
Mhm.
took my shot, and I felt pretty confident that I could get at least 2 of them, which was better than where I was at 4th, so it felt like a good move, and I'm happy I did it, obviously.
Oh, I
So
mean, they were clearly kinda looking at each other. They were almost, shoulder to shoulder, and that's what was so fun to watch, and if you go back and watch it, like, nobody really was I think everyone was surprised to see you come up and around, and then not just to outlean them, like, you put a little bit of distance on in the last 5, 7 meters.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like doing that. I think besides Wayne, probably I don't know if I've even ever raced Ellie before. Ellie and Parker
Mm.
definitely don't know that I do that because I tend to do it on the roads. I'm sure Wayne was like, "Yeah, okay." But so yeah, I'll play that to my advantage of maybe people not knowing kind of some of
Yeah.
my race tactics that I feel like the people who I do know that I do that.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we
So,
shouldn't tell them to go back and watch then.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure they'll maybe be a little bit more aware next time.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
It's so fun. I can't remember when you were on my podcast a few years ago, I can't remember, did you play other sports in high school?
Mhm. Yeah, I was a mostly soccer player. I
Yes, that's
played
what I thought.
for all 4 years. I played basketball and I played basketball for 3 years and I played tennis for 1 in high school.
So this to me is starting to make sense. Like as I talk to you, you talking about using your instinct, which no matter what, if you are a multi-sport athlete or just an track athlete or road racer or whatever, like you have to use your instinct. But to me, that move that you made, that composure that you held, that was what I was wondering. Like, I could not remember in the moment what other athlete you were because I knew that you did something else. I needed to go
Mhm.
back and listen to See Tolle Run before it. But the instinct that you had, it to me felt like, you were coming down and you dish the ball to your center or you like it felt like an athletic move out there. And
Yeah.
I was really excited about it. I just it was a really like, right away, I'm like, "I gotta get you back at C Tolle Run," because I just felt like that should be a race you should be proud of, and I know there wasn't a lot weighing on it, but the way that you ran it was so smart, and, you had really, really good athletes, some of the best in the world right there with you, and it didn't phase you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a strength of mine. Specifically on the roads, I don't feel like I have that same confidence on the track.
Mm,
But since Julia started coaching me, she started coaching me in track season, got through it, did it. It wasn't like the best thing ever. It wasn't the worst thing ever. And then now she's coaching me to road races. And I think our pre-race talk, she literally mentioned last time, she's like, "Oh, you feel like a completely different athlete." Like, she was like, this is so surprising." And I was like, "Yeah, I've done so well on the roads. It doesn't shake me up to be in big races because, like, I've beaten Wayne before. I've beaten Kira before, and, like, winning these races and, like, doing well has given me a lot of confidence to where I feel like, "Okay, like, come on, track people, like, come to the roads and experience it. It's so different."
mhm.
And so I'm able to kind of just handle the pressure a lot better of,
Yeah,
like, "Okay, whatever, like, you're just a name. It's the fall, like, let's play.
yep.
Who cares?"
I like
Yeah.
it. Let's play. You sound like Safan Hassan now because Safan said too, it is such a game that she has to play on the roads. I think on the
Mhm.
track, it's a little bit more straightforward, right? But when you are on the roads, you have to, I mean, I always like to turn my brain off and not have to think so much. And it sounds a lot like that's what you do too. It's just, you go through the motions and try to follow the moves or whatever. But I think that playing that game is so important and you having that confidence now to trust yourself to make those moves. We've talked a little bit about Julie, and so let's introduce Julie a little bit. I mean, I know Julie so well. She actually, I don't know if you know this, Annie, but she paced me the year that I made the Olympic team. So she was still running a little bit and helped me seal the deal to get to Athens.
That's
So,
awesome.
she and I go way back. We've done TV together, she was a TV broadcaster for years in the sport. Um, but she's now your coach. So Julie Benson, she's a 1996 1500-meter champion and, Olympian. Talk a little bit about what it's like to now be coached by her or advised by her. Is she fully on, like, do you say she is my coach now, or is she just sorta in your ear helping you out?
Oh, no, no, she's my coach. She's routing everything that I do.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been great. I have known Julie since I was a freshman in college, super randomly, when I didn't know anything about the sport and was, like, literally just getting into it. Thought she was so cool, so nice, had so much knowledge. And then so, yeah, she's, like, probably one of the few people no, probably the only person besides the people I went to college with, like, who's in the pro world who has known who I was and, like, kind of saw me in college and get better. And then, a few years ago, like first few years into going pro, like she came to me up to me at like a New York race and was like, "Oh, do you remember me?" And I was like, "Of course I remember you. Like, do you remember me?" And she's just like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you." And so yeah, it feels really good to like have a connection to like old Annie and college Annie and, like, just someone who's seen all the work that I've put in and, like, how far I've come. And I feel like she knows my college coach, so I feel like she has this, like, understanding of where I came from,
Mhm.
and the kind of that I've really thrived under before, and I would say she's very similar. So that's been really awesome, and then beyond that, she's just, like, a really good coach. She's so supportive. She knows how to coach both like technically like with workouts, but also she has the component of understanding how to coach someone on the other side of it, which I think a lot of coaches, especially in the pro world, I think are missing. It's kind of like, oh, well, like you've made it this far, you have that part figured out, or like you can handle it on your own. And I think a lot of the pro coaches that we are starting to see like be so successful, especially with women, are the coaches who have figured out how to coach someone as a person. I think Diljit does that. She's figured out how to coach someone beyond just, "Here's good workouts that I'm writing," and that's why her athletes are so successful. And so I really feel like that's the key to, like, unlocking a lot of success, with, like, pro athletes that a lot of people are just kind of like, "Oh," missing, and I feel like that's something Julie knows how to do. So
So how has that changed your lifestyle, like, with having a coach that is also sort of helping you maybe live the day to day and not just the 100 miles a week or whatever that you're trying to train?
Yeah, I think I just feel more supported. I feel more like my coach is gonna have my back no matter what. And if I have a bad race, it's not, oh, stressing about what my coach is gonna say to me afterwards. It's knowing that she's gonna have my back and like reassure me and like help me to move forward instead of like trying to find like blame me or trying to find whatever. So yeah, I mean it's just like it's more encouraging and knowing that like bad workout, bad whatever isn't gonna turn into some, like, investigative, like, "Well, what are you doing wrong?" And
Yeah,
more just like, "Okay, like, let's adjust, let's change courses." And also just being understanding of, like, there's other things going on, in my
yeah,
life that have to come. Like, last week, my dog got sick and had to go to the hospital, and I couldn't run at all because I was literally with him all day. And, in the past, I probably would've been, like, really stressed about telling my coach that, and I just texted Julie and was like, "Hey," like, and she's like, "Oh, no, like, I'm so sorry, like, take the day off, yes, like, let's move the workout a day back after that, like, make sure, like, other things are happening." So,
oh
yeah,
my
it's
gosh,
just a
I
lot.
just keep thinking of her dogs. You know
Yeah,
that she would have to take a day off because her dogs are her
exactly,
babies too, so yeah.
yeah, so, yeah, it's just nice, it's, a lot different than what I've had in the
Yeah.
past. Yeah.
I love that too, and I talked to you about that at the race, like, just having someone that's been there, done that. And,
Mhm.
Julie's been through ups and downs in life, in the world of sport, like, all of it. But just having someone that I think has been where you want to go or has been through those hard workouts or who have had bad times in life, whatever, like, it's so comforting to be able to just bounce that off of someone as well.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been great so far, so it feels awesome.
And she's goofy and fun and light and all that stuff too,
Yeah.
so that's amazing. So how does it work? So let's talk a little bit about your new group, but also is Julie there in Boulder with you or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah. No,
Mhm.
yeah, she lives outside of Philly. No, she
Yep.
just, she writes me a week of workouts.
Mm.
I really only text or call her after workouts. I don't really, unless something's going on, I don't really tell her that my easy run went well. I just
Yeah.
do it and she assumes I'm doing it. But yeah, I'll text her after a workout and just say, "Oh, I was feeling good. I wasn't feeling good. Here's maybe other conditions like wind or whatever. Here's all my splits." And then sometimes we'll talk on the phone quickly. Um, yeah, otherwise it's just she writes it, I do it, I give feedback, we talk about it, she calls me before race. Yeah, I don't think Julie's actually ever seen me work out, really, ever. Crazy.
Well, and,
Yeah.
she and her husband have a really nice life in Philadelphia, and, he's coaching out there as well, so I can see that, but she does have family in Colorado, so I'm sure that they'll be
Oh, I was just gonna say I joined her during track season, that was just very busy for her. I mean, for
mhm.
both of us, but just she coaches so many track athletes and she was everywhere and I'm just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
how's wherever you are." Yeah.
But too, I love that because she trusts you. She trusts that you're gonna
Mm,
get it done, and she doesn't need to be all over everything. I mean, she had Nikki Hiltz, at World Champs last year. They did so well. And then
yeah.
I don't even know how long has Nikki been with Julie? Like, it's been a year and a
Um
half?
Yeah. I wanna say Nikki joined Julie maybe January?
Oh,
I
really?
wanna say it
Okay, it
was
hasn't even been that long.
I don't really remember,
Mhm.
but I feel like it hasn't
Yeah,
been that. Yeah, this was their first, like, track season with Julie.
yeah, and
So
has been thriving. Like, you can just see
mm,
the small changes that they've made, and then they've just obviously just crushed it. But
mm,
I wanna talk a little bit about is it Meridia? That's how you say it, right?
mm, yep,
So tell us all about it. Colleen called me, I don't know, it was almost a year ago, and we chatted a lot about it. It was before it even was, like, out there. She just was like,
yeah.
"Let's, this is Colleen Quigley that we're talking about, US Olympian in the steeplechase. So yeah, I wanna hear in your words, like, what Colleen's vision was, and then, how is actually going in Boulder.
Yeah, yeah. I would say it's good. Yeah, it's been, I mean, I only moved here 2.5 months ago. So like the team was moving on and doing stuff all summer, but I wasn't here for that, obviously. And I'm kind of the first one to like get back into training. So it's like still kind of picking up. Everyone's still kind of coming off their break and just starting up. And I've been like kind of been going for a little bit now. But yeah, it's been great. I think her vision was just kind of more of like a collective of athletes. I mean, we're obviously a team, but it kind of gives you the flexibility that you need
Mhm.
to be with whatever sponsor, whatever coach, like just find the support system that works best for you, but still have people to run with and work out with when we can all like line up together. So that's ideal for me. I have done the team thing and enjoyed it a lot, but as I'm getting a little older, like kind of wanted a little bit more flexibility. I didn't want to be like asking my coach if I could leave to go somewhere for the weekend and,
Yeah.
like, go back home, you know? It's just, like, a little bit more, yeah, not flexible. But
Mm.
I also, the past year, was, like, training completely alone and missed having people to, like, link up with and, missed having a coach, like, telling me what to do. Instead, I was wasting, like, a lot of mental energy, like, figuring out what to do when if I could find anyone to work out with. So yeah, it's like a really good balance of I still get some like I've right now been working out alone, which is like fine with me, but I still have like people to run with on the other days or like people to warm up with before my runs. And so yeah, that's like a really good like medium in the middle for me and where
Yeah.
I'm at right. Yeah.
So there's how many people on the team right now?
Um let me think.
Like 4 or
One
5 or something, isn't it?
like yeah, 5 maybe?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
People
are you
in and
all
out though.
currently so you're sponsored by Solomon.
Mhm.
So do you all kinda have relationships with different sponsors?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Colleen's obviously with, Lululemon, Skye's with,
Yep.
Saucony, I'm with Solomon, Gracie Hyde just joined us, and she's with Puma, and then Molly is unsponsored. So, yeah, like, we all people are just with different brands, and we don't even all share the same coach, I think most of us are coached by Julie, but not everyone. So yeah, it's
Okay.
like it's interesting. I think we're still trying to figure out, everything and like get it sorted. But I
Mhm.
mean, that's kind of to be expected with a team that is so new and such like a different idea
Yeah.
as to how it can work. Yeah.
So do you guys have, like, weekly meetings about what you guys can do to continue to grow? Or is it right now just, try and get some results on the board and to bring awareness to the team?
Yeah, no, I mean, we had a meeting last night. We kind of took a time off, but I think the idea is now that everyone's kind of slowly coming back and like back to training, yeah, to kind of hit back the road again and yeah, have meetings and stuff to talk about just anything team business, people wanting to join, etc. So, yeah,
It's
working
really
on
cool. I'm excited for this. Like, Colleen has such great ideas, and she's
me too.
innovative, and she's, like, always just, "Whatever, like, let's try it. If it doesn't work," right? But it seems like this is gonna work,
Yeah.
just with the way that you all are so driven to get it going. You alluded to the fact that you might be bumping up a little bit in distance. So,
Mhm.
I wanna dig into that a little bit. Like, I don't without giving away too much, but you're thinking I mean, you clearly like the road. So, I mean, for me, it seems like you've done 10Ks. So, are you thinking like the long one or are you just like incremental steps up?
Yeah, I technically have done a 10-mile race once
Oh,
before.
okay.
It was it was
Was it
not
here?
fun.
TC10?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was, shoot, 2022
Yeah.
maybe, and I had
Okay. You were
only a month.
young.
Yeah, I only had a month of training under my belt. I have no idea why my coach told me to do it. And
Okay.
we went out 450, and at mile 3, I was like, "Well, I'd like to be done now," and so, like, 7 miles.
That's like
Um,
right where you start to climb too. Like the first 2 miles are downhill here and then you
yes,
gotta climb.
yes. It was a really
Mm,
long 7 miles. Um,
mm.
but yeah, I'm going up, in distance. I'm definitely thinking eventually long term, like, marathon. I feel like that's been
Okay.
clear to me probably since I started as a pro runner. I like the longer stuff. I can do it pretty well.
Mm.
I'm not quite completely ready to give up on the track and, like, on doing speed, but I've always felt like I could be a really good marathoner. I feel like yeah, good at the long stuff, and I feel like I'm gritty, which I feel like makes for a good combination. So, yeah, I'm not there yet, but I will be moving up soon.
Oh
Again,
my
still coming back to track, but, yeah, testing the waters a little bit, and doing a
So a
lot
lot
of
of
strength.
people are wondering how many people are gonna try to run cross country because we have a world championship here
Right.
and this is the first time in many years that we've had it in the States. So,
Yeah.
are you thinking a little bit about that or no?
No, I think we've probably ruled
Okay.
that out. Just with the next race I'm doing, it doesn't really line up super great for me to be super sharp for that.
Mm,
So I was kind of like, "Oh, maybe I'll just do it just to do it." And then I started hearing more about,
mhm,
like, a lot of people that were gonna do it, and I was like, "Okay, well, like, I don't wanna go and not be prepped as much as I could for it." And then I think the timeline of Worlds also wouldn't work with the races that I'm
I see.
thinking about. I can't remember when Worlds is,
Yeah,
but I don't think it work. So yeah, we ruled that out. I feel like people were surprised by that when asking if I was gonna do it, but, like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel just, like, meh about cross country.
okay,
Um, I like it, but I like track a lot more, and I never in college, I never really felt like I felt like I shouldn't have been better at it. So, I
I
don't know, I
see.
kind of have, like, it's fine kind of
Yeah, yeah.
mentality. Get me that
And I mean,
excited.
that's fine. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
do everything, and you have such a great range. I mean, really, you're knocking on the door of sub 15 for 5K, like, you're right there, and, you're just doing so many fun things on the roads, and I love that you're just kind of figuring out what you wanna do and sticking to that. I mean, when I was racing, we really kinda just, like, you either ran middle distance, so you ran the 15 and the 5, or you ran marathons. Like, there really wasn't a lot. Like, I think I did 2 10Ks a year on the roads, and
Yeah.
it was just the Boston one, and I think maybe one in Alabama or something like that. Like, we didn't really dabble, and so I think there's nothing wrong with you knowing what you wanna do and sticking with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I kinda feel like sometimes I dabble too much. Sometimes I'd be like, "Oh, I wish I was just, like, really good at one," instead of, "Okay, I can do a pretty good 5K and then a decent 10K and then, like, kind of a good mile." It's like I feel like the heptathlete of, like, distance running sometimes.
Oh, wow. Well, you're doing some great things. How do you like it in Boulder? Like, you were on the East Coast for a few years, you were coaching out there too, like, what is it about Boulder that's so cool?
Yeah, I feel like the verdict's still kind of out on Boulder. I feel like
Oh,
here longer. I don't dislike it. I definitely like it. I just don't know. I mean, we miss Boston a lot. Like there's a lot
me
of things I
too.
miss from Boston. The running here is really nice. I like it. Lots of soft surface. I thought there'd
Mm,
be a little bit more options for running, like places to go. But I think there's still a lot that like I haven't really discovered yet. So I'm kind of like,
sure.
okay, waiting for it. The mountains are beautiful. It's so different, you know? It's such a different place than like Boston. Like it was a little bit of culture shock at first.
Okay.
um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I feel like a different part of me enjoys being here. Like, I feel like there's a part of me that
Mm,
feels, like, very free, just like, "Oh my god," like, I can just, like, relax and, like, take a deep breath. But, like, the
sure.
city part of me misses Boston and just, like, things to do all the time and, like, people
Yeah.
everywhere and, like, I enjoy that part of living too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And your partner's doing okay there? He's happy and everything?
Yeah, yeah, he likes it. I think he misses Boston a lot more, but,
Okay.
he likes it. Our dog
Mm,
loves it, so we feel like we're happy about that. We
good,
just haven't
good.
really had a chance to, like, do the things around here, like, we haven't been able to hike at all.
Oh,
So I feel like we're both, like, kind of waiting on, like, okay, like, once we can actually enjoy the things that there are to enjoy here, we'd probably like it more, but we've been
oh,
busy.
well,
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I'm gonna do some rapid fire before I let you go, but it has just been so much fun, and I've been buzzing since that race that you ran, so it was so fun to just call the race with Chris Chavez, and we were going crazy, it was wild.
Thank you. Yeah, my husband this morning that he was like, "Oh, I feel like I had, like, a little bit of, like, that post-Olympics depression," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I was like, "What happened this weekend?" Like, he was just here alone, and he was like, "From watching your race, like, it was such a high," and he was like, "Now I feel like coming down from it." I was like, "That is so sweet. Thank you." I
That's so nice. Tell him I'm right there with him. I'm right there with him. So, because even the marathons, like, they were very
Yeah,
tight finishes as well, like, it was wild the whole weekend, I was worn out. Mm.
yeah. me too.
So, yeah, yeah. All right, some rapid fire. Would you rather live by the mountains or by the ocean?
Mountains.
Ooh, okay. Well, you're there now.
Mm,
Do track workouts or hill repeats?
track workouts.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah,
any
I
day.
love
I
hill
hate
repeats. I love hill repeats.
um,
No?
no.
Okay. Would you rather eat breakfast or eat dinner?
Breakfast. I will eat 2
You're a
breakfasts a
breakfast
day at
gal.
least. Yes.
Oh, okay. Not me either.
Make
Oh my gosh, we're striking
yeah.
out here. Okay. Sing karaoke or go bowling?
I guess karaoke.
Ah,
I don't like, I call it, like, planned fun when it's, like it's an activity that is, like, supposed to be fun. Like, there's too much expectation to have fun, so I don't like it. It's like bowling, laser tag, putt-putt. I don't enjoy those things
uh-huh.
a ton. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. You like to be like, you got to be on your toes. I like it. Okay. At Thanksgiving, would you rather have green bean casserole or cream corn?
Cream corn. Yeah, I don't like green
Uh,
beans.
no. I was wondering if you knew what both of those dishes were.
Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm from the
Because,
Midwest.
it's,
Yeah.
I mean, I figured that's what I was thinking. Like, it is a Midwest thing. But okay. Would you rather listen to Taylor Swift or Harry Styles? They're random. I don't
Harry
know.
Harry Styles, yeah, this is
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
I don't like Taylor Swift. It's kind of my
So I
controversial.
I like the whole love story with her and, I think it's fun to see
Yeah,
Travis Kelce, but I haven't really gotten into her music, which sounds crazy, I feel like, because I have a young daughter, but I
yeah,
never have really gotten into I'll sing her songs, but I don't listen to things.
yeah, yeah,
So,
same.
yeah. Okay. Would you rather clean the house or pay someone to do it for you?
Uh, I'm cheap, so I'd rather clean the house.
Totally. I'm with you there. Okay. Would you rather race to win or race for time?
Mm. I guess
Oh.
race to win, but I feel like it's hard because I also just have such high goals of, like, times that I wanna run.
Yeah.
Um, but probably race to win. I feel like, that's what I'm better at than just, like, a straight time
Oh,
trial. Yeah.
I love that. Okay,
Well,
well, I'm not sure about this one because I think that you're not gonna do either one of these things, but this year we have a world indoors
yeah.
and we have a world cross. So which
Yeah.
which one would you rather do? Maybe it is world road championships next year.
World indoors. Yeah. I like
Okay.
indoors.
Yeah, I know. You do great indoors.
That's
So,
what Julie said. I
yeah.
like indoors.
Okay. All right. Well, then maybe we'll see. It's in Poland this year, right?
I mean, honestly, not to hate on the US, but I would much rather be taken to Poland than to Tallahassee. So, like, also I'm way b like, if I'm gonna make a team, I want them to take me somewhere exciting. I've been to
Okay.
Tallahassee, like yeah.
I love it. You are such a straight shooter, and it is clear when you're racing. And I hope you celebrate this because it was a really fun race, and you deserve it. And I think it's just gonna like set the year up. It seems like it's done great things the last couple years, but that was a big
Uh,
one. So way to go, lady.
thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, Carrie.
Yeah, keep getting after it. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks so much for joining me today on C Tolle Run. My guest was Annie Rodenfels. You can find her on social media at Andrea Rodenfels. Big shout out to Run Dot for supporting the show and to Andrew Harley for producing the Try Dot, Run Dot, and C Tolle Run podcasts. Also, if you're a fan of this pod, we would love to ask you to leave a rating and review in iTunes and share it all over the place. All you have to do is go to ctollerun.com/review and it'll bring you right to our show's page. We're on Facebook, Twitter, well, X, YouTube, and Instagram at Carrie Tellefson at C Tolle Run. And you can also check out our website called ctollerun.com. Thanks so much for joining us today. And don't forget to get after it.